Well, hello everyone. To here show you the university art coloring right here. Is that what you see right here? Is I went ahead and colored is a color drawing of say kind of as like of Jesse Hall, and you have right here is of course is the quadrangle is like is you have right here is that you have the is like the Francis quadrangle, and then along with the details I went ahead and drew right here with the with the grassy area right here. You get the these columns. You see with the columns, the way that they will be facing, which I think they will be facing. So you say is that between south and east or something like that. But the guy right here is drawn as the way they stand. And you got right here is you get the JC Hall, and then along with a few other buildings, but of course that I would hit now right here. Of course is like you get that Missouri, you get the tiger right here that represents is like for so far as a school for Mizzou right here, and of course this type of tiger right here is what you say is like kind of the kind of the tiger that I went ahead and just drew on there. And of course, they're not getting no ideas or anything about what the type of style that I was wanting. But of course, you got that right there, that represents the tiger, and then of course right here you got the lawn right here is like you got right here is the grassy area for the quadrangle, and is like this area right here, which you have like a little closed off fence area like this that would be have like an area, and then along with the sidewalk right here where you can take a tour like to the different museums and different buildings and stuff, and then of course right here as you have right here it's like a little oriental say stone say talking about is like for the columns, and one of the columns of course is that the columns would say on there that what they are represented by is that but whenever they work in construction, and then of course the designer see so far as me is like the architect, and then I remember seeing something about it's like January '99 or something like that on there. But you got right here is you got Maurice Frederick Bell, and then of course for the University Art. But of course the details I went and add to this color, this coloring here is basically is what I thought about is that of course that never went to the school, but the details that I was thinking about that go ahead and use as if I were to do a coloring about the school right here. But you got the details right here, which I went ahead and added. Is you got a few buildings right here that would represent. It's like got J.C. Hall right here, and then of course that with J.C. Hall is that I'm sure a lot of us have seen. You got you got about 4 flags right here on top of the building right here, and then along with this little this kind of like this logo that represent. I guess if it's the mascot say of the school, but what you have right here is you got JC Hall, and then you got see here draw a little bit of detail right here. It's like for the top is say for the JC Hall building, but basically is that the viewpoint is like for JC Hall building I went ahead and drew is that I was probably thinking that a lot of people would probably say that if you were to take a photograph of it and upload it and keep it, it's like for some type of references like for the history. But I would probably say that maybe if you could draw like something like that, like a masterpiece, is to create like a work of art out of it, to know about the history about the building, but maybe the architect, or it could be the whoever worked there or whatever it is. And you got right here you got the design of the building along with the columns, and of course with the columns that a lot of people will probably say about them, which I read about, is that if the original design of course, got burnt down or demolished or whatever, and then I guess they built the columns that would represent, the old, the old building where the building where it once stood or something like that, or they just, kind of like a memorial, whatever you say. But got J.C. Hall right there, and along with the columns, and then along, of course, the years, like, it's for January 9th of 1892, and of course that was around the time they got burnt, the building got burnt down, or if it was, whenever it was under construction or something like that, which I think, that was around the time that it was, it had gotten burnt down, but I'm not exactly sure. That read all my history, but you go ahead and work right here is with the green, but just add just a little bit of green right here, the green detail right here for the grass area. But I remember that this area, the Francis Quadrangle is the area, I'm sure, where President Obama visited, before he got elected president, before he got elected 44th president of the United States. That I remember that if I was not there, but of course that I remember I heard something on the news about the fact that he was going to be visiting that area, and of course that I'm sure that there was probably about maybe 75, maybe 80,000 people, something like that there, and whenever he was talking about a lot of, all that stuff, but basically this coloring right here is talking about the fact about that of course we probably taken pictures of let's see, the Francis Quadrangle, J.C. Hall, or the auditorium, or whatever the other buildings that are around that part of campus. And of course, this design right here is what I came up with. Right here is like, so far, if I were to have my reading glasses on, is to say, it's like, hey, that one right there, that represents the columns, or then that represents Central Hall or something like that, or the JC Auditorium. But you have right there is for the University Art, like for the Francis Quadrangle, and then along the details, the grass, and then along the tiger. But other than that, it's like you get Francis, is like we got right here is University Art and Coloring Designer, the J.C. Hall.